Do you feel like you're lost or stuck in life? Like you're just going through the steps without knowing what to do? What if I told you that everything could change if you found your true purpose? Find your purpose can bring out your hidden strengths, calm the chaos in your mind, and bring the right people into your life. Watch this video to learn more. Reason 1. Awakens hidden strengths. Finding your meaning is like discovering a strength you didn't know you had. See that which you can't see with the eye, Musashi once said. If you want to know your full ability, you need to look deeper. There is a reason to push through problems and rise above limits when you have a purpose. When you know your mission, your strengths will come out on their own. In the same way that Musashi never gave up in fight, having a purpose can turn fear into courage and doubt into determination. Things that used to scare you are now things that you see as stepping stones. Because you are driven by something bigger than short-term pleasure, your endurance, resilience, and creativity grow. To put it another way, purpose is like fuel for your engine. Without it, even small failures can seem impossible to get past. But it gives you the strength to keep going even when you're tired and things are hard and want to stop you. When he lost, Musashi never let it define him. He used his purpose to stay centered, sharp, and open to new ideas. Goals can also help you learn new skills. You might not have thought of yourself as a leader, but your desire to help others makes you a great leader. Or maybe you've always been shy, but your need to make art makes you willing to share it with everyone. Musashi was many things besides a fighter. He was a thinker, an artist, and a teacher. His goal led him to become an expert in many fields. You stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start asking, "How can I make this happen?" when you find your meaning. Instead of focusing on problems, you'll find yourself looking for ways to solve them. This shift in thinking is not a coincidence. It's what happens when you live with purpose. Your purpose shapes how you see the world and opens up new options that were hidden before. You stop being afraid of failing when you find your hidden powers. It is clear to you that each challenge is a chance to learn, improve, and move closer to your final goal. Musashi thought that real strength came from inside, and that having a goal is what makes that power available. Reason 2. Silences inner chaos. Peace of mind is one of the most important changes that happens when you find your meaning. Tokugawa Ieyasu thought that having a clear sense of purpose could calm the mind and spirit. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. This simple sentence shows how powerful it is to move forward with purpose, without the chaos of not knowing what to do. Without a goal, your thoughts and feelings can be all over the place, and it can be hard to tell where you're going. You may always be questioning your decisions or feel like you have too many wants that are at odds with each other. But once you know what you want to do, you feel relaxed and sure, as if your mind has finally found its goal and things that aren't important start to slip away. Musashi was known for sticking to his goals in fight. The noise around him didn't bother him because he knew what he wanted to do: live and fight with honor. You can also reach this level of mental clarity by making sure your actions are in line with your true calling. When you know why you're doing something, you don't have to worry or question about it. Your goal holds you down when things get rough. You don't freak out when life throws you problems you didn't expect. When you accept your path and change, you don't lose your way. Musashi was famous for staying calm in battle, not because he was brave, but because he had trained his mind to keep its attention on what was important. Living without a plan can lead to inner chaos. You say yes to things that don't help you, chase goals that don't make you happy, and even though you're busy, you feel lost. Purpose is what gets through all of this. It acts as a lighthouse, reminding you to stay true to your wants and ideals. Finding your meaning doesn't mean you'll never be stressed or confused, but it does give you something to fall back on. You'll have a reason to keep going even when you start to doubt yourself. Musashi meditated a lot to keep his mind calm because he knew that it was his most powerful tool. In the same way, having a mission helps you stay grounded in clarity. Getting rid of the unnecessary and focused on the important is how to quiet inner chaos. Your reason helps you set priorities, which makes your mind's work easier. You're not being pulled in 100 different ways. Instead, you're confidently moving toward the path you've chosen. Living with a purpose has that power. It brings peace during life's natural storms. Reason 3. Attracts the right people. A Japanese martial artist named Miyamoto Musashi thought that our surroundings, including the people we hang out with, affect what we do and how our lives turn out. Figuring out our purpose makes it easy to connect with people who share it, which draws them to our energy. This change is not a coincidence. It is a logical outcome of living in an honest and purposeful way. We may have been happy to drift along without giving it much thought before we found a mission. What drives us, on the other hand, makes us more selective about who helps our goal and who hurts it. Living with a purpose not only brings in people who share our ideals, but it also pushes away people who don't. Negative influences, unhealthy relationships, and links that are only on the surface fall away as they don't fit with the person we are becoming. Others are motivated by people who are purposeful, and when we are truly dedicated to our path, we attract others who are looking for the same clarity and direction. When we live with purpose, we can be an example to other people. To attract the right people, we need to do more than just find friends and allies. We also need to learn from those who push us. Your goal helps you figure out who should be in your life and who shouldn't be. Relationships become important to you as you go through life. People who are in line with your purpose lift you up and support you, while people who aren't become problems or distractions. Musashi knew that he had to be careful about the people he hung out with if he wanted to stay on track. In the same way, finding your purpose helps you connect with others who will help you grow, push your ideas, and enjoy your successes. Reason 4. Turns struggles into fuel. Miyamoto Musashi's life was full of hard times. He fought many battles, both on and off the battlefield, because he was orphaned when he was young and always wanted to show himself. But he didn't let these problems break him. Instead, he used them to fuel his mission. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity, he said. When you know your goal, problems look different to you. Problems don't feel like dead ends anymore. They're chances to learn more about yourself and grow. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as strong because you know that every loss is a lesson and a chance to improve your path and get stronger. Struggles can feel pointless and exhausting if they don't have a reason for happening. Why is this happening to me? Maybe something you ask yourself. Asterisk with a goal, the question changes to, what is this trying to teach me? Asterisk, this change in thinking is very important because it turns hardship into a source of strength instead of pain. This idea was shown through Musashi's life. He lost his parents, became a traveling ronin, and fought in many battles that were life or death. Even though each problem could have been a reason to give up, he saw them all as chances to get better and learn more about life. He never wavered in his determination to learn the way of the sword, which helped him keep his focus even when things got hard. Problems can either slow you down or help you move forward in your life. Setting backs are just a part of the journey when you are in line with your mission. You know that mistakes aren't the end, they're just lessons that help you change your path. It is said that Musashi once said, "Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men." Having a purpose gives your problems meaning. You stop thinking that your problems aren't worth it and start seeing how each one is getting you ready for something bigger. Pain can teach, sadness can drive, and rejection can turn things around. You learn how to use the things that happen to you as fuel to keep going. Your reason also gives you the strength to keep going even when things get hard. It gives you a sense of stability when life seems unsure and out of control. Just like Musashi never gave up when he faced many opponents, you can also face your fights with unwavering resolve. Being true to your goal won't be easy, that's the truth. There will be times when you question, get angry, or feel scared. But if you see these times as fire, as part of the process of getting better, you can rise above them. You change from someone who just gets by to someone who really lives. Reason 5. Simplifies choices. Miyamoto Musashi was a focused and disciplined man who thought that having a clear sense of purpose makes life's decisions easier and decision-making effortless. Do nothing that is useless, he said, stressing how important it is to get rid of distractions and only focus on what's important. When you don't have a reason for doing something, every choice can seem like too much, and you may find yourself torn between options and questioning everyone. As a guide, purpose points you toward actions and chances that are in line with your long-term goals and core values. It helps you figure out what's important and get rid of what's not. Musashi lived a very simple life. He only had his swords, a few things he owned, and his works. You start to say no to things that don't serve you when you find your purpose. You also become more careful with your time and energy. This focused method helps you get more done and keeps you from getting burned out. Finding a mission can also help you deal with tough choices. Throughout his life, Musashi made hard decisions because he knew that having a purpose sometimes means giving up things. When you have a reason, you have the strength to make the hard choices you won't regret. So, having a reason not only makes your choices easier, but it also makes them better by letting you see what's important and what's not. You get closer to living the life you were meant to live with each choice that is in line with your reason for being. Reason 6. Makes time feel different. A Japanese martial artist named Miyamoto Musashi thought that everything is inside and lives. He thought that discovering one's life's meaning turned time into a gift that helped people grow, make a difference, and get closer to their goals. Before you find your purpose, time can feel like a drag, and the hours can go by without giving you any direction or satisfaction. But once someone knows what they're here for, time stops being an enemy and starts being a friend. Having a purpose in life gives people energy and excitement, and every day is a chance to get closer to their goals, make progress, learn, and grow. Musashi was very good at managing his time. He never wasted it, because everything he did, every practice session, and every fight was a step toward his goal. When you're in sync with your purpose, you'll experience a state of flow where time seems to fly by and you're fully focused, present, and involved. Finding purpose also changes how you feel about time. Things that used to feel like chores become important, and hours spent working on a passion project seem to go by in a flash. Because you are so aware of how important each moment is, times when you are distracted or wasting time stand out more. When you live with a purpose, you feel like you need to make the most of your time on Earth because you know it is limited. This understanding drives hard work, focused study, and consistent practice. Purpose also helps people value time more deeply and enjoy every moment, like the simple pleasure of a morning routine, the satisfaction of finishing a meaningful task, and the happiness of connecting with people who inspire them. Ultimately, having a purpose changes how someone sees time. Instead of feeling like time is passing them by, they start to see every moment as a gift, a chance to learn, make a difference, and get closer to the life they want.